Have you ever wished to be someone unshakable? Someone who doesn't crumble under criticism, rejection, or betrayal. Maybe you're tired of pretending to be strong while silently breaking inside. You've carried the weight of being fine for too long, haven't you? But here's the truth. As long as you avoid pain, it controls you. As long as you hide, you remain a hostage to words, actions, and silences that wound. This isn't weakness. It's the human condition. Most just pretend better than others. Carl Jung said, "We are not what happens to us, but what we choose to become." Real strength isn't being untouchable. It's being aware of your pain, your fear, your truth, even while bleeding. This video is for you. If you're tired of being ruled by emotional wounds you can't name, you think the pain is caused by others, by their actions, betrayals, or silence. But the real pain, it lives inside. What hurts isn't the event, but the story you told yourself about it. Old wounds never healed. The emptiness you've masked with strength. Jung showed us, pain from the world is just a reflection of what's unhealed inside. That's why some people fall apart from a comet, while others walk through storms with calm. It's not what happens, it's where it lands. And here's the hard truth. You still suffer because you believe you can control how others treat you. You're still trying to be good enough, kind enough, strong enough, as if that could shield you. But control is an illusion. You don't need more control. You need more awareness. As long as you believe others must change for you to heal, you'll stay trapped. Freedom begins when you realize outside forces only hurt if they echo something unhealed within. This is a real battlefield. The unconscious, what you ignore, repress, or deny doesn't disappear. It drives your life. Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Your anger, sadness, and fear aren't random. They're signals from the parts of you that were silenced long ago. Ignored pain becomes self-sabotage, anxiety, toxic patterns. Not bad luck, just a wake-up call. Want to stop hurting? Then stop running. You can't protect yourself from pain without becoming even more vulnerable to it. True strength is not resistance. It's integration. You don't become untouchable by building walls. You become untouchable by embracing what's already inside. Your fears, your flaws, your insecurities. When you own them, no one can use them against you. You stop reacting. You start choosing. That is freedom. Jung called this individuation. Becoming who you truly are, not who you think you should be. It's not about perfection. It's about wholeness. You don't need to be better. You need to be real. The more you resist pain, the more it pursues you. But when you face it, it loses its grip. This path requires courage. To feel, to unmask, to bleed, if that's what it takes to heal. You were taught to fear pain, to hide tears, to be tough. But repressed pain doesn't vanish. It mutates into rage, apathy, self-destruction. Pain is not your enemy. It is your soul asking to be heard. Jung said, "Depression is like a lady in black. If she shows up, don't shoo her away. Invite her in and listen." But you've been running, distracting, numbing, and now it's time to stop. Pain exists where there is resistance. Inside you, something wants to grow, but your ego clings to the old. That's why it hurts. Growth requires mourning, letting go, breaking, rebuilding. When your illusions crumble, what's left is you, raw, real, awake. And in that ruin, something sacred begins. Suffering becomes a teacher, not a punishment. This isn't the end. It's the beginning of real freedom. Most people never make it this far. They give up, go back, but you didn't. You're still here. That means you're ready. Individuation is brutal. It means unlearning the masks you wore to be loved. You are not your accomplishments. You are not your trauma. You are not the persona you built to survive. You're what's left when all that is stripped away. You become untouchable, not because you feel nothing, but because nothing owns you anymore. You no longer react. You respond. You no longer seek approval. You know who you are. And that clarity, that's your true armor. This journey may bring loneliness, not from lack of people, but because few dare to go this deep. But this distance isn't rejection. It's evolution. True strength is not armor. It's awareness. You still feel, but you don't drown. You still hurt, but you don't lose yourself. Surface dwellers are tossed by every wave. But those who dive discover silence, depth, and power. That's where you're headed. And if something inside you is stirred, say it aloud. I choose awareness. Let's be the ones who no longer pretend to be strong, but who finally are.